Welcome to our Quality Technician mock interview prep. Today, we're diving into some of the most common and important questions you might face. Our goal is to help you feel confident and ready to tackle any scenario. Let's jump right in with our first question, where we explore your problem solving skills. Can you share a moment when you discovered a major quality issue? How did you manage to resolve it? This question is all about understanding your problem-solving skills and how you tackle issues when they arise. Here are some key points to keep in mind when answering this question. Follow the STAR method. Talk about the situation, the task you had, the action you took, and the result. Make sure to highlight your role in spotting the issue. Mention any tools or processes you used to get to the root of the problem. Walk through the steps you took to address and resolve the issue. Share the positive outcome or what you learned from the experience. Now, let's take a look at an example answer to help guide you.
In a previous job, I noticed a persistent defect in our assembly line. I collected data, analyzed the workflow, and found that the machinery calibration was off. By collaborating with maintenance, we resolved the issue, reducing defects by 30% the next month.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Quality Technician. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time you had to work with another team to improve quality standards. What was your role in this collaboration? This question is designed to gauge your teamwork abilities and how effectively you can collaborate to enhance quality. Let's look at some tips to effectively answer this question. Identify a specific project or scenario that involved collaboration. Clearly outline your role and responsibilities in the situation. Explain the quality issue that made collaboration necessary. Describe the actions you and the other team took together. Highlight the results or improvements from working with the other team. Here's an example. Answer to illustrate how you can tackle this question.
In a previous position, I teamed up with the production team to cut down product defects. My job was to analyze quality data and identify patterns. Through joint meetings, we pinpointed causes and implemented a new production checklist, slashing defects by 30% in 3 months.
Describe a situation where you quickly adapted to a change in quality standards or protocols. How did you handle it? This question tests your adaptability and how you manage sudden changes in protocols. Here are some helpful tips to structure your response. Think of a situation where standards changed unexpectedly. Explain how you quickly assessed the new requirements. Detail the steps you took to implement the changes. Mention any collaboration with colleagues for support. Emphasize the positive outcome or what you learned. Let's see what a strong answer might look like.
In a previous role, we suddenly switched to a new quality standard. I quickly reviewed the guidelines, found gaps, and organized a team meeting to align everyone. We updated our processes and used a new checklist, which helped us pass the audit successfully.
If a batch of products failed quality inspection, what steps would you take to investigate the issue? This question evaluates your approach to handling quality failures and how you address them. Consider these points when formulating your answer. Start by reviewing the inspection criteria to pinpoint failures. Collect data from inspection reports for a detailed analysis. Inspect a sample of the failed products to identify common issues. Consult with production staff to gather insights. Create a report that summarizes your findings and suggests corrective actions. Here's an example that demonstrates a thorough approach.
I would first review the inspection criteria to find out why the batch failed. Then, I'd look for patterns in the inspection reports and inspect a sample myself. I'd talk to the production team for insights, and finally, compile a report with findings and improvement recommendations.
Imagine you're tasked with implementing a new quality process, but your team is resistant to the change. What would you do? This question is about your leadership and how you manage team dynamics during transitions. Here are some strategies to consider when addressing this situation. Open a dialogue with the team to understand their resistance. Clearly explain the benefits of the new process for everyone involved. Involve the team in the implementation to gain their buy-in. Provide training and resources to ease the transition. Celebrate small wins to encourage and reinforce positive changes. Let's look at an example to see how you can effectively handle resistance to change.
I'd start by talking to the team individually to understand their concerns, then share data on how the new process could boost efficiency and quality. I'd involve them in planning meetings to give them a sense of ownership over the changes, making the transition smoother and more collaborative.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.